Alright, so as you know, Peterbot and Richel just won the recent Major 3 finals, FNCS Grand, so we'll be breaking down their very last game, how they were behind and how they ended up winning FNCS by 3 points by dropping on Pollo, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so as you know, the whole season, Peterbot has been dropping brutal boxcars, and Pollo has been landing at Demon's Domain. Last game right here, Peterbot's trio was down by, I think, a significant amount of points, I think 90-ish. So they decided to drop on Pollo at Demon's Domain. Let's see how it goes. I do not know why this whole building's invisible. It's probably because the map update. But there should be a building right here. Peterbot lands on an auto fire shotgun right here. Grabs it, knocks down Pollo. So let's see what goes on. Gets a tag right here. I believe this is Agers right here. Knocks Agers. And then this right here is Acorn running. Again, ignore the invisible building. It's just because the map update. So I believe they res Retro or Cold. Okay, heal up. And as you can see, Acorn just ran right there. And they obviously saw him. They're just waiting. Okay, right here. If we go back like 1 second, right? Okay, so they res, I believe it's Ritual. Acorn's still running right here. They can see him. Edit out right here, and Acorn's obviously right there. They're just farming mats right here. Obviously, you can't see it because of the invisible building. And then Acorn's head is just popping out right here. Peterbot builds over, pretends not to notice. And then boom. Dead. Pollo's trio is out. Now at this point, Peterbot's trio is still down by like 80, 90 points. So they need, I believe, a 7-kill win to catch up. So let's see how it goes. And again, obviously, you know the outcome of this game. They got a 7-kill win, won FNCS by 3 points, which is crazy. We'll just be breaking down how they did it this game, everything they did, so you can copy their play style. Right here, they're just rotating to mid-ground. This is where everyone just boxes up, goes for surge, all that stuff. So they have really good positioning right here. As you can see, they're on a hill right here. They have a little surge tower going off from storm, so it's harder to chop. Got launch pad, all that stuff. Actually, Peterbot takes the launch pad. Get to zone. Okay, we got a bit of lag. Just hiding in a bush. As you can see right here in the background, there's a team right here, or I believe 2 teams just getting surge right here. The new meta for surge is actually these surge ramps where they basically build like 2 or 3 wide ramps, just ramp them all up right here, and they just stand to get surge instead of the old surge towers. Because as you can see, when they're right here, ramping up, they have more of a field of view instead of the straight up surge towers, so they can shoot in more directions. I believe they're building theirs right here, yeah. Just 2x2 ramps, walls on the sides. Right here, it looks like they're going for surge right now. Spraying this box right here. Surge warning pops up for them. Just getting tags right here. I think they cracked someone. There is a team below them they have to watch out for who could key them at any second, but they are like pretty elevated, so they are fine. Drops the medallion right here for Peterbot. Now, obviously, it's a new season right here. A lot of this stuff isn't in the game anymore. But when it was right here in Grands, these dash sprites are super good for rotations. I believe they go like even further than, if you remember the green dashes from Grimgate or Chapter 2, Season 5, those little pink dashes. It goes a lot further, so it's good. Getting more tags right here for Surge. Now again, what you want to be doing, early game, get your first couple off spawn kills. Mid game, just loot up. Get as much loot, as much mats, everything you need to set you up for end game to win the game. Mid game, if you're in a stacked game, of course, you can make like Surge bases like this, little Surge towers. But again, if you're in like opens lobbies or less stacked lobbies, don't just make a Surge tower in the middle of the thing or a Surge ramp, whatever. You're going to get full keyed by any good team. So don't do this in like opens lobbies. It's only for good stacked lobbies. Like if you're in like a solo cash cup final, FNCS, you know, Div 1, Div 2, Grands. It's good right here. They're just holding them in Storm. Surge warning pops up again. There we go right here. I don't know why the UI wasn't popping up before, but now you can see everything he has. Peterbot carrying the Mythic Spire Rifle, obviously not in the game anymore, new season. Sentinel Pump, always carry the Sentinel Pump, and then he has 2 heals and rotations right here. Surge warning pops up. I'm not sure. Yeah, they're 500 above for all those Surge tags that we're getting earlier. Again, it's better to get Surge earlier where everyone's like not going for it than later, because you're going to get tagged a lot more if you go for Surge later in the game. Got a box up right here. There's a team behind them up on that mountain. As you can see, like, they have really good rotations. If you look on this little mini map in the bottom right, you can see they're pretty like in like the non-congested zone. A lot of people just on edge right here, rotating in. They're just in this center right here. So they have a lot of options. They can go straight through, they can go left, they can go around right side edge zone. Dash right here to rotate. And it's actually strategic how they like time their like rotations. As you can see right back there, there was a team getting tagged, so they rotate them because everyone else is focusing on the other team. Now they can make their full rotation. Straight past this team right here. Don't know why we're lagging. Okay, tagging them right here. Peterbot does get shot right there. Gets the shield medal from Pollo. Alright, why did I say Pollo? I meant Ritual. Popping a big. Right here, dash right here. Dashing up. As you can see, they're slowly rotating up on high ground. They are in the pretty congested like part of zone right here. Although, okay, they're on the edge right here. As you can see, congested is all on this edge right here where last zone was. I think they're just getting ahead, which is good. Because if you rotate early on zones like this where it's super congested, then you get ahead, you can just spray. You have first priority of like the positioning you want, all that stuff. Tagging teams right here. Yeah, at this point, they're 700 above Surge, so they pretty much don't need to worry about it too much. Guess the last of their dash sprite. Little lag right here. Dashing up. As you can see, a lot of teams are still stuck down here on this rotation right here. They're already ahead in zone. So they can pick where they want to be, all that stuff. And they're not going to get tagged on their rotation. I think cold right here. There was a team already on height that they're contesting, so right here, Surge warning. They're still above right here. They are getting tagged. I think they're looking to go for that height right there. Okay, if I were in this position right here, you do not want to go for height this early because one, there's always going to be a team right here like Peterbot's trying to get that height. It's better to go for height more towards like the future zones. As you can see, it's only 7th zone. It's better to go for height in 8th or 9th zone where you can conserve more mats, all that stuff. Not sure what Peterbot's doing right here. He's only spraying 3 bullets and just instantly reloading. A lot of good players going down. Clicks just got killed right there. See, because they rotated early, the majority of the teams are still in this edge zone, so they can just tag them. And if you're one of these teams right here on edge zone, you're gonna have a lot harder time rotating through. It's just better to go for zone earlier than later in most scenarios. As you can see, since they rotated early too, I mean, Peterbot, as you saw right there, he has pretty much near cap mats. He has like 4-4-3, which is good because they don't have to worry about using more mats to rotate. They can have more mats in the end game. I'll just speed this up right here. Just tagging people. Booga goes down, Threats goes down. Splits, Ritual the mats. So Ritual can tarp later down and hold height. I believe this is solo right here, they're just full spraying. Spire rifle was really good for this since it was super accurate. And you know what's interesting? Peterbot, he's holding the exotic hyperburst pistol and the Spire rifle because tags are like really important, I guess. Yeah, I guess like if you didn't have any movement, you might as well just hold an extra gun right here. As you can see in 9th zone right here, now they have height, and it's going to be a lot easier for them to hold height right here since it's a smaller zone, so they can use less mats and they have more control since most of the teams are on low ground. Peterbot, max HP, has a 190 chug chug. Spraying the teams below right here. Let's speed this up a little bit. Storm pops up, they're 400 above Surge. Just getting tags right here. It's going to be interesting to see how a lot of these teams adapt with the new meta. If you know, like, Season 4 just dropped today, so a lot of the teams are going to be using the new movement. There's shockwave launchers, all that stuff, portable launch pads. Just pressuring teams below so they don't pressure height. See, right here, they're not necessarily going for tags because they already have enough Surge. They're just pressuring teams so they don't go up on height and try and contest them. And again, super high stakes right here. If they win this game with 7 kills, then they win FNCS. Not sure what they were doing right there. Ritual drops low ground right here, trying to connect them, which is good. They're trying to get rid of this mid ground team right here because they could easily go for height at any moment. Pressuring them to rotate down from height. Again, if you're always on height, like especially in like these end games right here, you're always going to want to be spraying. Don't stop spraying. Again, pressuring them right here. In endgames and tournaments, the only goal is to hold height for as long as you can, so you have an advantageous positioning so that you can just tag people. You also don't have to worry about getting people trying to get refreshes on you from low ground. Peterbot popping his chug jug right here. Not sure what they were doing. We get chopped. Ritual was connecting them this whole time. It did drop from height, which is probably smart since, as you can see, they're running a little bit low on mats. Peterbot only had like 200 builds right there. Chopping height. Okay, 11 zone right here. If you, like, the team up there, they had pretty much no mats. They only had, like, a couple builds of wood. Don't go for height unless you have, like, a considerable amount of mats. Else you're just going to be wasting more mats. So you go up for health, or for height right here. Peterbot popping his chug jug for 50 health. Connecting to old builds right there. We need 15 players right here, so they're just trying to get as many people out of the lobby as they can before heal off goes. 10 people left. Still on height pretty much. Trying to conserve mats right here. Peterbot drops right here, trying to go for the refresh, trying to make sure they don't play heal off. Spraying in. 8 teams left, or 8 players, 3 teams. Cold's really low right now. Okay, this position right here, Cold, he's really low HP, obviously not going to make it through Storm, so it's better if Cold just sprayed, jumped in, try to get them low on damage, instead of sitting high with them. Okay, in these end games right here, the player, let's say we're talking about Cold right here, he has barely any health right here, it's better for him to, as you can see what he did, he dropped low ground so he can get as much damage as the player as he can, because he has no value sitting on height with, you know, 10 HP. It's better to just get damage off. Nice little shot right there from Peterbot. Gets the finish on the minish. Okay, this is basically what it's coming down to. 5 players right here. Peterbot has no white heals right here, so he's going to need refresh. He just got siphoned though. Nice tag right there. Peterbot goes down, still Ritual, and Ritual kills Yamzo, wins the game. And that's how they won by 3 points right there, guys. If you guys want to be personally coached by me in any tournaments, fighting-wise, anything like that, join my coaching core, link in description right here, and I'll see you guys.